Good morning. Anyone curious what the interest rate hike last week did for showings and our current market in Tippecanoe County? Well, I am here with your Monday morning update. It is Monday, September 19th at 10 a.m. and just pulled information off of showing time as well as the IRMLS. So that's where all of this data is coming from. So let's take a look at what it did to showings. So over the 30 days prior to our interest rate hike, we saw showings from 100 to 200 range at 8 showings per listing. 200 to 300, we saw it at 7 showings per listing. 300 to 500 range was actually similar, the 3 to 4, 4 to 5, at 5 average showings per listing. And then 5 to 600, we saw 6 showings per listing. 6 to 700, we saw 3, and 700 plus, we saw 1. Over the last week, we saw a drastic decrease in listing showings. So 100 to 200 range, we went down from 8 to 5. 200 to 300, we went from 7 to 3.71. 300 to 500, we went from 5 to an average of 2. That's huge if you're in the 300 to 500 price range. And 500 to 600, from 6 to 2.75. 600 to 700, you went from 3 and you stayed at 3. So that's interesting. That means there was probably a home that went on the market that people were interested in. And then get this, 700 plus in Tippecanoe County went from 1 to 7. Why is that? There were a couple listings that went on last week that were adorable and people wanted to go see them. And so there are buyers in that price range and they want to see them and they are out there and they are looking. So just waiting for that right house. So if you are curious about anything coming up in that price range, give us a call or a text, 765-714-0366. But let's also talk about what does that mean for the overall market? Are we a buyer's market, a seller's market? So currently in Tippecanoe County, we have 220 pending homes. So that's again from the IRMLS. Over the last 30 days, we have closed on 180 homes. So we've increased the amount that we're probably going to see closing over the next 30 days. The current active homes for sale, 142. What does that mean? That means we still are in a housing shortage and we have buyers for homes. Now we are seeing that longer days on market because buyers are being more particular and interest rates are going up, right? We see a slow in the showings, but we still have a demand for homes. Last year, this time, over the last 30 days, we closed 225 homes. We have 180 pending, or 220 pending. We had sold 180 homes over the last 30 days. And last year it was 225. So we are right in the same spot for how many people are out looking to close on a home. Over the next month, we saw 251 close last year. So what does that anticipation mean for us? If you're a buyer, it means over the next week, because no one else is wanting to go look at homes, wanting to wait and see what those interest rates do, go out and find yourself a home. There's 142 to choose from, and there's going to be more coming on the market. So this is a great time for a buyer to buy. You're probably going to have less competition. If you're a seller, get your home prepped because there's most likely going to be an increase in buyers in about a week or so, and you want to be part of all those buyers out there looking. So wonder what your home value is, want to know more about this market update. What does it mean for you? Even if you're not interested in buying or selling, you just want to know where your house is at. We've done a lot of those appointments lately. 765-714-0366. Have a great week.